Hello, good morning to all of you. I am Dr. D.T. Sawant from J.A.T Art Science and Commerce College for Women, Malegaon Dist-Nashik. Today's topic that we are going to discuss, which is on a decomposition of ecosystem. As a decomposition, as the breakdown of complex organic matter into inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, water, and nutrients, and the processes is called as decomposition. As there is a great diversity in the physical environment and living organisms of the Earth's surface, the diversity of the organisms is a response to the interaction of atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere, which produce a variety of conditions within which the biosphere exists. As the study of the interaction between organisms means the life form and their environment is the science of ecology. And hence the sphere of life and organic activity extends from the ocean floor to about 8 km in the atmosphere. Hence the biosphere includes myriad ecosystems from simple to complex, each operating within general spatial boundaries, and hence the group of organisms and the environment with which the organisms interact is known as ecosystem. As steps in decomposition which are taken, those are as a number one, fragmentation, leaching, catabolism, humidification, and mineralization. As a decomposition cycle in a terrestrial ecosystem, an ecosystem is a complex of many variable, all functioning independently, yet in correct consent with complicated flows of energy and matter. An ecosystem includes both biotic and abiotic components, means living and non-living. Nearly all depends upon an input of solar energy. The few limited ecosystems that exist in dark caves or in the ocean floor depends upon chemical reactions, which is called as a chemosynthesis. Ecosystems are divided into subsystems with the biotic portion composed of producers, consumers, and decomposers. And hence the essential elements of an ecosystem have been we are going to discuss. As the community, a biotic subdivisions with an ecosystem is known as community, and hence the community is formed by interaction among population of living animals and plants. An ecosystem is the interaction of many communities with the abiotic physical components of its environment. For example, in a forest ecosystem, a specific community may exist on the forest floor, whereas another community functions in the canopy of leaves high above. Similarly, within a lake ecosystem, the plants and animals that flourish in the bottom sediments form one community, whereas those near the surface form another. A community is identified by its physical appearance, the number of species, and the abundance of each, the complex pattern of their independence, and the trophic structure of the community. Within a community, two concepts are important. One is habitat, and second one that is decay. So, as a energy which is created, as the flow of energy is one of the way direction from producers to consumers and ends in decomposition process. Secondly, if you see that however a part of the energy is lost as heat, and agree with the phenomenon of second law of thermodynamics. as a grazing of food chain while studying that grass, after that goat and man. So grass is the producer, goat is the primary consumer, and third one, that is man, which is a secondary consumer. As a detritus food chain, it is a non-living particulate organic material. It includes the bodies or fragments or dead organisms as well as fecal material. Decomposers are heterotrophic organisms, also called saprotropous, for example, fungi and bacteria. As a food web, which depicts various feeding connections in an ecological community. Secondly, the natural interconnected food chains make a food web, and hence the organisms of an ecosystem into steps or levels through which energy flows, as the organisms at each level consume energy stored in the bodies of organisms of the next lower level, and hence the food web is a complex network of interconnected food chains. And hence the food chain, as all flesh is grass. This simple statement summarizes a basic principle of biology that is essential to an understanding of both ecological systems and world food problems. Thus, the basic source of food for all animal populations is green plants, that is grass. Hence, the human being and all other animals with which we share this planet obtain the energy and nutrients for growth, development, and sustenance by eating plants directly, by eating other animals that have eaten plants, means the grass, or by eating animals that have eaten animals that have eaten plants, and so forth. Thank you very much.